Hi, this is Liz. I'm the Lemming Drops. Welcome to my journey again, still continuing journey. This is 7 months now since my surgery, and so my 7-month update. Here we are. At this point, I am, I've lost a total of 126 pounds, but that's since I started, so that was including the 6 months or so prior to surgery. And I've lost 70 pounds since the surgery, so not so bad. I can definitely see it. I'm really, really glad that I took pictures at several points along the way, because there are times at which I know logically that I've lost a significant amount of weight, but from the inside of my body, looking out, it's hard to see that there's a difference. So those pictures that I can do side by side, and I put them on the same Excel spreadsheet that I have my weight loss, and I track it on a big chart, which is fun for me because I'm kind of geeky like that. But the great thing is that there you've got this chart, and it's showing the weights going down and down and down and down, and then right next to it I've got these pictures where I can physically see the decrease too, which is kind of cool. I like that. What I want to talk about today, in addition to, yay, 7 months out, 70 pounds from the surgery, 126 total, yay, all those good to celebrate. But the most recent thing, well, there are two most recent things. The first most recent thing, and let's start with that because that stays in with that whole photograph subject here. I recently went to a ball game with some of the people in my company, and there were some camera happy girls there taking picture after picture after picture, and I've never been one much for pictures, because even if I'm not looking huger, I end up looking incredibly white, like a big white blob. But anyway, the cool thing is I got the pictures, and as usual I'm like, oh god, this is going to be awful, this is going to be awful. And what was really cool is that, yeah, I didn't look super skinny, right? But I totally didn't look out of place. I looked normal amongst the bunch, which is actually pretty cool. Not to have everybody look, within a certain range, and then there's me, huge big thing in the middle. I totally kind of fit in. So wow, how exciting is that, right? Okay, so that was the one thing that's recent. The second thing is that I am now taking only one medication, and that's Claritin for allergies, or actually this is the bulk stuff that I get at Sam's Club, which is like way, way, way cheaper. So anyway, loratadine and me, that's never going to go away. The allergies are what they are. But that's it. Everything else I'm taking is just a vitamin, so it's not, no more prescription drugs at all. How exciting, huh? I know. I'm very, 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 very stoked. So anyway, on that topic, I thought I would talk a little bit about where I am with the vitamins at this point, because things have changed a little bit since probably I talked about it last time. Now, one of the things that has significantly changed is that I can drink a lot, larger mouthfuls of water than I could certainly right after surgery. Then it was like tiny, tiny, tiny little sips. And so if you wanted to take, a decent sized pill, like a vitamin pill, those aren't dainty, it was going to be kind of rough. Well, now I can take a decent sized sip of water, and so I can, it can more easily take some of the vitamins and whatnot. So I just kind of wanted to go through what I take every day. Okay. Now, to start the day off, I always start with my calcium. And I start with actually calcium and the B12. And the B12 I use the liquid, and this stuff tastes like raspberry, and it's so good. So anyway, I take just a little bit, and it's still counts as sublingual, by the way. So I take a little bit in a dropper, squeeze it in my mouth, and there you go, B12 taken care of, and yummy. All into the yummy stuff. Okay. Now, the second thing is the calcium. And the calcium, you have to split up throughout the day. Okay. So here are the options as I saw them. And what it came down to is either I could take 6 of these. And these are what they call, there we go, Citracal, and they call them petites, but only a marketing person could consider this puppy a petite, especially when you're talking about a total of that much that you got to choke down every day. So I don't do that. I tried, but I don't do that. And I had a hard time getting it through my head that I was going to have to take 6 of those every day. For some reason, that was just impossible concept for me because they don't go down easy for me. And wow, 6 of them? I mean, really? So anyway, what I do instead are these, and I'll show you the box here. I do these Calcet creamy bites, and OMG, these guys tastes like a little fudge, like a little thing of candy or fudge. And it's chewy and yummy. It's awesome. So anyway, I take 2 of these a day. I start the day out with one, and then right before I'm going to bed, I have another one, and that's my calcium for the day. And wow, 2 of these yummy things versus the big, handful of choking these down. Yeah. Calcet, honestly, the chewy bites, these puppies are a little more expensive. There they are, creamy bites rather. They're a little more expensive, but for me, wow, it's a quality of life kind of thing. I get these over the internet from Celebrate Vitamins, and they come in a box and they come quickly. And I bought like 4 months worth this past time, so I was like, just get them because it's a quality of life thing more than anything. So that's what I do in the morning. I have that little bit of the B12, and I have one of these yummy creamy bites, and I'm good to go. When I come home from work, that's when I take my vitamin, and I still take one of these. I still take my vitamin C as a gummy, because come on, it's an orange like gummy candy. So how can you say no to that? So anyway, I take the orange gummy candy of goodness, right? And I take one of these, and I'll show you because they're not that bad. I take one of these prenatal vitamins, and here's the thing. They're, on the long side, they're longer. Let me compare one of these to, okay. They're longer, but they are thinner, a lot thinner than the calciums. And so to me, these just go in and slide down really easy, especially now that I can take kind of larger drinks of water. So, and this one has, of course, it's got the iron in it, so that's why I'm taking the iron and the vitamin C when I get home from work. Okay. Then you get, another few hours until bedtime. And at bedtime, I get the other yummy creamy bite. And I also take my tiny little, and I mean tiny, tiny, tiny little calcium, or not calcium, oh my goodness, my tiny little loratadine or Claritin. And I'm still taking the biotin, and these you can actually chew, and these are like just little tiny things, and you can chew them and they taste good. So that's like no big deal at all. I take that, and the only other thing that I've been taking lately, and hopefully this is temporary, but I will fess up here. Stool softeners, and I've been taking a couple of these just because, yeah, it's been like that recently. I'm hoping that that's because it's summer, and so maybe I'm not quite getting as much water in as I need. And I'm hoping that after it's no longer, like 95 degrees out, that I can just kind of stay with doing what I'm doing, and then these little, and these are really easy to take, stool softeners, and that can go away too. So we'll see. But yeah, so it's really, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Occasionally, I forget to take the multivitamin and the vitamin C when I get home. So I just take them at night, and I know that it's better not to take the calcium and those at the same time. But you know what? Hey, I just got blood work back, and oh my gosh, this I should definitely share too. I just got my blood work back, and my cholesterol is crazy low. I mean, it's amazing. Everything looks really, 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 really good. So I'm thinking everything is pretty much okay. So that's it. And I know that this has been a really long video because we're coming up on, whoops, there's 11 minutes right there. And I guess I kind of apologize for that, but it's been so long since I've done one of these that I had a whole bunch of stuff that I want to tell you about. And it's kind of exciting for me. So it's a good time, good times. Anybody who is who's watching these, if you've got questions, please let me know, and I will answer them. And I will do them in a much shorter video response than this. How about that? So anyway, once again, this is Liz with Lemon Drops, and thanks for joining me.